Hello, everyone. Let us continue the preparation of the Module 4 Self-Monitoring Report. Module 4 is the Republic Act 8749. At dito po, kailangan nating i-provide yung mga activities to showcase our performance compliance to RA 8749. Mga activities, mga data na nag-gather natin sa loob ng 3 buwan within the monitoring period. At yung applicable sa Module 4, yung ating summary of activities pertaining to RA 8749. So we have the information na ipoprovide sa module na ito. Number one, the summary of air pollution source equipment or air pollution control facility. Ang tinutukoy na rin dito yung pong mga equipment, mga installation with or without control devices na covered ng permit to operate. Yung permit to operate na na-issue sa atin, check nyo po yung annex doon sa permit to operate. Mayroong annex po yan, naka-indicate doon yung mga equipment or installation or control devices covered by the permit. So yung operation ng mga equipment na yan, kailangan i-declare po dito. So let's also provide yung record cost of treatment kung meron tayong air pollution control facility or air pollution control device. At doon sa emissions, kung ano ang quality ng emission at based na rin ito doon sa na-issue sa atin na result of laboratory analysis doon sa nakuhang sample sa ating mga smokestack kung tayo po ay nagkakandak ng emission testing. So, paano ito i-prepare? Kukunti lang yung requirement na information or data. So, let's first uh, look at the summary of APC or APCF. So, we have here the process equipment. These are non-fuel burning equipment. At saka meron tayong fuel burning equipment. Sa process equipment, kung meron kayo sa inyong permit to operate na process equipment covered by the permit, ano ang mismong nakalagay doon na equipment covered by the permit at saan yung location at ilang oras ang operation nito sa loob ng 3 buwan. So, as simple as that. So, kung ano ang nasa permit to operate nyo sa annex, kung anong equipment na nakalagay doon, kukopyahin lang natin and we provide the information. Same with the fuel burning equipment, for example, generator set, boiler, furnace. At yan ay naka-reflect doon sa ating permit to operate. Ano ang capacity, ano ang location, ano ang ginagamit na fuel. At sa loob ng 3 buwan, isang quarter, ilang oras siyang nag-operate. Sigurado meron tayong mga records niyan. May logbook tayo niyan. At kung ilan ang na-consume na fuel sa pag-operate ng equipment na yan. Okay? So, check nyo lamang yung record, logbook, ilang oras yan nag-operate sa loob ng 3 buwan at ilan yung fuel na na-consume. Kung meron tayong mga equipment, especially fuel burning equipment, na may naka-attach na air pollution control device or kadalasan kasi dito, facility talaga yan. May naka-connect sa ating air pollution source installation na device at merong capacity na ma-reduce na yung concentration ng emission. So if meron tayong um, pollution control device or pollution control facility covered ng permit, indicate natin po yan dito. Otherwise, we can indicate not applicable. So sa pollution control facility, halimbawa kasi sa air, meron tayong mga wet scrubber, may mga baghouse filter. Gumagamit ng mga ganito to reduce the concentration of the pollutants dispersed into the atmosphere or released into the atmosphere. Kaya kung covered ng permit, itong pollution control device natin or facility, i-indicate natin yung name ng device or ng facility na yon at yung location at kung ilang oras din nag-ooperate yan sa loob ng 3 buwan or quarter. At kung meron kayong na-indicate na pollution control facility, most likely you will indicate record cost of treatment. Sa mga malalaking um, industriya na merong mga malalaking air pollution source installation at may mga emissions na maaaring lagpas sa standard set ng DNR, naglalagay talaga ng air pollution control device or facility. At dahil merong operation, merong reduction ng concentration, nagkaroon ng treatment. At kung magkano ang cost of treatment, hindi indicate natin yan dito sa Module 4. At balik sa dating pinag-uusapan, yung month na to, sa monitoring period like this one, third quarter, ang monitoring period natin sa third quarter, yung ating July, August, and September. So yan yung month 1, month 2, month 3 respectively. So we can indicate gaya po sa module 3, yung record cost of treatment, yung cost of person employed per month, the total consumption of water in cubic meter, total cost of chemicals, total consumption of electricity, administrative and overhead cost, cost of operating in-house laboratory, improvement or modification kung meron, and then cost of improvement or modification. So meron tayo ditong mga pwedeng ma-indicate ng mga cost. Pero kung wala tayong air pollution control devices or pollution control facility, wala tayong man mailalagay dyan. No po. So as a PCO, we need to ensure that we have information on the expenses for the operation of air pollution control facility. The cost nung ating operation, especially treatment operation. At after po niyan, kung meron nga po tayong nailagay na air pollution control facility at nagkakaroon tayo ng emissions, nagkakaroon din tayo ng um, testing. So yung result of laboratory analysis issued by the EMB accredited environmental laboratory or yung third party source emission testing firm yung kumuha sa atin ng sample ng hangin, especially doon sa ating smoke stack at mayroon silang naibigay sa atin na result of laboratory analysis. Ano yung value ng pagdating sa ating mga monitoring parameters like carbon monoxide, NOx, particulates, SOx, at kung meron pa kayong ibang minonitor na parameter. Kung wala naman tayong air pollution control facility, wala tayong record cost of treatment, wala din tayong reporting requirement dito. So only those who have air pollution control facility with record cost of treatment and most likely with result of laboratory analysis issued by EMB accredited laboratory. I-indicate lang natin dito ano yung equipment na subject for emission testing, kailan nag-conduct ng emission testing, at ano yung mga concentrations ng mga monitoring parameters na yun. And after that, that's it. Tapos na yung ating module 4. All we have to do is click this button, Save Page, para ma-encode lang yung mga information na yan sa system. And from there, you can now jump to module 5 for the PD1586 of the self-monitoring report. So in summary, you need to indicate the operations of our equipment for the quarter, indicate the cost of treatment, and the emission characteristics. And but that is based on the result of laboratory analysis. So after na ma-complete yung ating information or data, na-click natin yung save page, you can click this button export para ma-download mo yung PDF file nitong module 4. Makakasama siya ng modules 1, 2, 3, kasama din ng 5 and 6 at pwede mo nang i-present yan sa managing head for final approval and of course doon sa pagpapanotaryo. Kailangan kasing may pirma yung ating self-monitoring report in module 6. Pero pag nagpapapirma, nagpapanotaryo, kailangan yung buong module. And then saka pa lang natin maisa-submit yung ating report pag nakarating na tayo sa module 6. So that's it. That's the module 4. If you want to know more on how to prepare the self-monitoring report, especially module 5, module 6, if you want to know more about environmental compliance, environmental requirements, procedures and standards, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Please share this video. Please like this video. And I hope you have learned something today. You are encouraged to um, comment, ask question below. We're very willing to answer those questions. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a great day.